So let's say that you go to a flea market and you come across a seller who is selling an original Nintendo Entertainment System with 20 games, and he only wants $30 for it. Now, obviously, this is a steal in today's market. So you give him $30 for the lot, you take it home, you test the system, you test the games, everything works, and you figure out, just by doing market research on eBay, that if you sell that system with those 20 games, you could make a quick $250, meaning you paid $30 for that system and games, you cleaned them, you tested them. If you list them on eBay, you're guaranteed to get $250 right now. What do you think the best course of action is? I'm here to tell you, you are better off selling that lot on eBay, taking that $220 and investing it in something else, rather than attempting to hold on to that lot, hoping that prices continue to rise over the next coming years, over the next coming decades. This is a big mistake that people do not understand when they get into the business of buying and selling antiques and collectibles. Always remember, there are only 3 ways you can make money in the antiques and collectibles trade. Those 3 ways are flipping, which is the process that I just described. You go to a flea market, you find a Nintendo with 20 games, seller only wants $30 for it, you take it home, you immediately sell it on eBay, and you make a potential profit. The second way you can make money in the antiques and collectibles trade is through speculation. Meaning right now, if we look at the video game collecting scene, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 games, to a lesser extent, are selling at a discount when compared to original PlayStation, Nintendo 64, and PlayStation 2 games at present time. So there's a lot of people that are going after some of those more obscure PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 games, hoping that as time goes on, those games become more in demand and more valuable. Hence, meaning if they're buying them now, they'll be able to sell them for more on the secondary market sometime in the future. That's an example of speculation. Now, the third way you can make money in these markets is through long-term investment. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're someone that wants to invest in graded factory-sealed video games. Now, I know I've been very harsh on this market in the past. Doesn't mean that there isn't any opportunity in this market. So let's say that you have your eye on a popular vintage factory-sealed graded Nintendo game. And let's say the game is costing right now in the open market $3,000. You go into the market, you do all your research, and you really think that at some point in the future, that game's going to pop in price. It could be 3 years from now, could be 5 years from now, could be 10 years from now, but you're willing to spend the $3,000 that game costs right now to invest in it over the long term. That's an example of long-term investment in these markets. So again, the only 3 ways that you can perceivably make money in the antiques and collectibles trade is through flipping, speculation, and investing. Are you aware? All studies show that the most profitable way to make money in the antiques and collectibles trade is through flipping, meaning somebody who is out there constantly trying to find these items, comes across these items at a discount, and immediately flips them into the open market for a profit. If you look at the gains, the long-term gains that individual has the potential to make, they usually beat out most speculators and most investors over the long term. This is why the mindset you should have, if you are one of these individuals that goes to the market and buys up factory-sealed Lego sets, Pokemon booster boxes, Magic the Gathering cards, limited edition video games, whatever it is, when that particular item starts to accelerate in value on the secondary market, that is when you should be selling it and letting it go. You should not get too caught up into the mindset, well, gee, I paid $200 for that. I sold it for $500. What if now it goes to $1,000? At some point, you have to be willing to let that go. Opportunity cost is your biggest enemy in these markets. This is why I always laugh when the Nintendo company or the Pokemon company announces a new Pokemon set. A lot of the Timmies, Kimmies, and Poindexters are too quick to go to the market and buy that set on release. What you guys should be doing is you should be buying that product when it's closer to retirement. That way, you're not giving up the opportunity cost of that money working for you in another investment, why that item is still readily available on the open market. This is also true for Lego investors. If you're somebody that's going to invest in the latest Lego Star Wars Collectors Series set, whatever you're investing in, if you're buying it the minute it comes to the market, you're making a tremendous mistake, especially given the fact that most of these Lego sets that a lot of people are hoarding, now they're costing several $100s a piece. This is not like it was back in 2008, 2010, when very few people were hoarding factory sealed Lego sets, and you'd go to the market and most of these sets you could get for like $50, $75, or $100 at most. Now a lot of these sets are $200, $300, $400, $500 in certain instances. Now obviously there's an exception here. Every once in a while the Lego company will offer some type of promotional item that makes buying the set when it first comes out worth it. For instance, they just released the Lego Collector's Edition Jabba Sail Barge set. And I think if you bought it right when it came out, you were able to get the Lego Edition Luke Skywalker, his lightsaber, along with that. Well, the lightsaber itself was selling on the secondary market, brand new factory sealed, for like $100 to $200. If that's the case, sometimes it's worth it to buy that set early rather than waiting till later in its life and still plunking down the same $500 for the item and not having any of the free extras to show for it. So if that's the case, that's the exception to the rule. But for those of you buying Magic the Gathering products or Pokemon products or just standard regular Lego sets, I don't know why you're so quick to go to the market and plunk down the money on the day of release. This happens a lot in the video game market. I'm seeing people that go, well, Sean, I want to get this game factory sealed, and they're paying $59.99 for a Nintendo Switch game. All you got to do is wait for it to go on sale. Even first-party Nintendo Switch games, they drop in most cases to $39.99, especially with Black Friday right around the corner. And for the record, I'm recording this video in October of 2024. Another month, we're going to be approaching Black Friday, which is going to have a lot of video game sales, where a lot of first-party Nintendo games are probably going to drop in price to either $29.99 to $39.99 a piece. So why are you paying a premium to get these items at launch? Always remember, the biggest enemy to your success is not understanding opportunity cost and the time value of money. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you want me to expand on these concepts, if you want me to do more videos like this, please share your feedback. Thank you for watching and have a great night.